I'm Joanna Brault, editor of Culture Feed, and today I speak with Melinda Mahand, academic dean at the Franklin Classical School in Franklin, Tennessee. In addition to serving as dean, Melinda also teaches English, literature, and Bible. She has also worked as a curriculum writer, editor, and design specialist for a variety of publications and schools. So I know that at Franklin, you have a strong emphasis on character formation, or as you call it there, virtue. Can you tell me a little bit about how you define virtue and also some of the sources that Franklin uses to teach students about what virtue is and how to attain it?
Yes, I'd be happy to. We think of virtue as rightly reflecting the nature and character of God. So it is moral rightness. It might, in some cases, be similar to righteousness or holiness. But we use the word virtue because of an old book that John Milton wrote called Tractate on Education. And tucked away in that rather short book, he makes the comment that the goal of education is to restore the foundation of our first parents, Adam and Eve, and that we best do that by attaining our hearts or tuning our hearts to love God by attaining virtue. And so that concept that what was lost in the garden, what Adam and Eve lost at its root, was the loss of virtue. And our job in education is to restore that foundation, to repair that ruin is a common phrase of classical schools. We use scripture as our main focus of what is virtue and how do we grow in that way. One of our core verses for this concept is also our school Bible verse that the whole school memorizes. It's Micah 6:8. And it says, he has told you, O man, what is good. So I like that statement in the front, right in the front of the verse. God has told us what is good. We don't have to wonder. We don't have to explore. We don't have to pray and search for it. He has told you, O man, what is good. And what does the Lord require of you but to do justice, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with your God?
And in addition to scripture, are there any other sources kind of that you might consult for shaping character?
Absolutely. One of our favorites is the chivalric code. It was first created by Bernard of Clairvaux, who was a monk and he began a monastery in Clairvaux. It's the code that the Boy Scouts of America ended up adopting for the kinds of characteristics they wanted to see in young men. So the code lists things like trustworthiness, integrity, loyalty, friendliness, cleanliness, obedience. I might be forgetting one or two. But we have the code calligraphied and framed in several places in the school, and our grammar school uses it daily. It's on every wall in kindergarten through 6th grade, and they use it daily to point out when students are doing well. We don't use it as a whipping post. So we never say that was not courageous or that was not truthful. We use it to point out when we see good character development occurring in our students.